Hey guys, I'm Tommy, and today I'm going to be showing you a pretty nifty trick for transforming drum loops. So, I don't really know what this is called. It's kind of like vocoding. I've heard some people call it gating. I've never really seen too concrete of a name given to this, but just to show you a quick example, I will show you a drum loop, and then what it's like when it's being processed through these other sounds. So initially I was seeking this out because I wanted to overlay this texture like a vinyl crackle over drum loops. And I mean, yeah, that's a cool use of it, but I really quickly realized that it's a lot more useful than that. The first thing that I found is how easy it is to set up. I'm going to get these two channels out of the way just because we don't really need these. And, man, too many mixer shortcuts. So the way that I have this routed is that the drum loop is being routed to channel 1, all of the ambiance samples are being routed to channel 3, and then I'm using channel 2 as a little send for these two plugins, and the top one is really significant. But the bottom one is what makes it work. So to make this function, what I do is set up a fruity peak controller, which just detects the transients of whatever's in that channel. And then on the ambiance channel, a fruity balance, which pretty much just lets you pan things or turn things up and down. And what you do is right-click the volume, click Link to Controller, and then under the internal controller option on the drop-down, you find it'll have like in parentheses the name of the channel that you have your peak controller on, and then you click Peak and Accept. So that plugin up top that I said is exceptionally important is something that I realized a lot of people probably wouldn't do if setting this up. And I was thinking about the fact that it is a fruity peak controller which looks for peaks in volume. And I realized that FL Studio has a built-in transient controller, transient processor, which can alter those. And so increasing the attack here will make transients hit harder, and increasing the release will make them last longer. So here's an example. I have it looping over the drum loop being run through like the city sounds. And the city sounds are very faint. And so what you see you can do here is sort of transform and alter the clarity of these sounds and how much of them get through with each transient. You can affect the clarity by playing with the gate, and how much gets through by altering the release. And yeah, there's really nothing else to this. This is something that's really good for experimentation, for sound design. It's really useful to play with different sounds. I have city sounds here, the sounds of a forest, and then this is a faller? I don't really know the term for this. It's like the opposite of a riser. And yeah, that's it. As always, I hope you've learned something. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments, and have a good day.